am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kujin Cosplay, and today we're back again with Better Call Saul, episode 2 of season 4.
Breathe. Oh gosh. Okay, since we said it during our Vikings reactions, but not in our Better Call Saul's reactions, we have to say it here. We changed the studio place.
Yeah, we switched room.
We used to record in our living room, in the middle of the living room, literally. So all the stuff we used would be right there in the open, and we hated that. So now we reconverted our sewing room into this, and now we can use our lights and stuff.
All of them, so that's nice.
Yes! So now we feel like we have a space where we can work, and it's so cool. And we rearranged a little bit. Managed to get a few new things. Do you want to read what's on your nacho paper?
Basically, since all of you guys said that we don't know if Nacho is still alive in Breaking Bad, well, I make a Save the Nacho poster.
Can you read this?
Save the Nacho, a character with high risk of extinction next season.
Basically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stop pretending that he's alive in Breaking Bad.
We're just gonna hope for the best, I guess.
So there you have it. Last episode, we had the funerals for Chuck.
And Jimmy's just not taking any shit anymore.
Yeah.
He just accept that my brother is dead. I'm not gonna take the fault, or that's your cross to bear. And I'm just not gonna pretend anymore.
Howard is taking it so hard. But yeah, Jimmy, I think, and you guys also said it, and I agree, Jimmy heard about the insurance thing, the thing he did, you know, having them raise their rates.
Yeah.
And he heard from Howard that this is what sent Chuck into a frenzy, and that's what led to eventually him being let go from his job. And so Jimmy is getting clues that, oh, it might be my fault he did that, and he doesn't want to pretend, he doesn't want to feel bad about it. And you guys reminded me of what Chuck said to Jimmy a lot in the last episode of season 3 about...
It don't matter to me. I never cared.
Yeah, so why torture yourself with care when you don't matter to me, so it doesn't matter in the end. And Jimmy, I think he's doing just that. He's not gonna he's gonna push down his feelings and pretend he doesn't care because he doesn't want to suffer. And with Howard telling him, it's my fault and stuff, basically doing what Jimmy wants to do, he's saying like, you know what, you want to feel this way? Well, that's your cross to bear. I'm not gonna bother. But deep down, we all know he's suffering a lot. Yeah. So yeah, Hector had his heart attack, so he's not in a wheelchair now. They don't know it yet, but we know it's gonna lead to that. And Ignacio threw away the pills, but someone saw him do that.
One of the henchmen of Gus saw him do it.
So Gus is on to something. I don't think he's gonna kill him, because Mike did basically the same thing. It's just he didn't manage to go through with it because Gus stopped him. But I don't think he's gonna kill Ignacio, but he's gonna do something. Maybe reach out to him, maybe...
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Know, because Hector Salamanca belongs
to Gus. You don't take him out.
Touch him.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least.
There's a smoke smell. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's making it hard for me to just speak.
Baby. Oh, it's true. We buddy man all the time.
Did you see on Instagram? If you follow us on Instagram,
where did you put it?
It's not here. But if you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen the photo of our cat with the tie. But yeah, it was really cute. So okay,
join the firm.
Cats aside, without further ado, we're gonna jump in the second episode of season 4. I'm really excited about season 4 and 5. You guys have told us that it gets better and better and better, and that's so far so true. So I really am excited. Let's see what they have in store for us.
All right,
let's go.
Did I wake you with the noise?
No, not at all.
I totally did, didn't I?
No, I was getting up.
I'm sorry. I've got
Eventually.
job interviews lined up. I wanted to get an early jump. I'm starting down south, office manager interview in Polvidera, and I'm working my way up north to Algodones. I got a lot of ground to cover.
Jimmy, you can take some time off.
Yeah.
Why wait? I don't want unemployment hanging over my head, and we could use another paycheck, and
he doesn't want to focus on Chuck.
Good luck. Oh,
it's not healthy.
Mexican.
Yeah. Okay, Jimmy, wait, you're not going to that meeting?
Nah, if there's anything important, Howard knows how to find me.
So now they have to do something with his share, with his money, right?
I guess.
The will and stuff. They have to deal with that.
Mr. Neff loves sponsoring the kids.
Bowling, that's fun.
We had a pretty good run in the 90s, but we don't find kids much interested anymore.
Yeah, this generation is all hacky sack and video games.
Ain't that the truth?
Hummels.
Yes. Those were Alma's. She loved collecting the little things. God rest her soul.
Yeah, I knew a lady. Same way.
It was his lawyer, true.
Touring the
He
wall
knew a
of crap,
lady
I
that
see.
used to do the same
Ready to
thing.
drag that stuff to the
Okay.
dumpster, just haven't had
I know you're looking for somebody with sales experience, and I don't have any, except being a lawyer. Look, being a lawyer, my job was sales. I was selling to judges, I was selling to juries. Sometimes I was selling to clients to take the best deal from a series of bad options, but every hour of every day I was convincing, persuading, I was selling.
That's what he's doing right now.
I hear what you're saying. Well, you make a lot of excellent points, Jimmy. I can see why Henry wanted me to meet you.
Well, thank you for coming down.
Yeah, absolutely, anytime.
Yeah, we're going to put our heads together, have a decision in, say, about a week or so.
We'll let you know then.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Great.
He was good, but
No experience in salesman.
there was a moment of uneasiness. So you feel it when you got the gig, you know?
Oh, he's gonna go back.
Yes?
I'm sorry, could I just have another minute? I'll be real quick.
Yeah, sure.
There's a thing that we all know called opportunity cost. The time you spend looking for someone is time I could be out there working for you. And sure, there are salesmen out there with way more experience than me. But what are the chances one of them's going to come walking through that door in the next week? And is it worth the wait? Maybe. I know better than anyone that the copier, it's the beating heart of any business. It goes down, it causes delays, that is lost money, that is frustrated employees, that's a negative work environment, that's a business on life support. But you plug one of your new machines into the system, that is a healthy, strong heartbeat.
Here's a salesman.
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. That is a healthy business. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. That is a successful business. And that's what we're selling.
That is the salesman that they were looking for.
We've said several times that he could be a great salesman.
Welcome to the team.
I knew it.
Really?
Damn right.
So just like that, huh?
Yeah,
Just
why
like-
wait when we can get you rolling?
You were going to take some time, though, and consider your options, but I just come in and do that little song and dance, and I'm in.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Are you out of your mind?
Dude.
You don't know me.
Jimmy!
I just came in off the street.
What's wrong with
No
you,
due
Jimmy?
diligence, no background check. No, just hire the guy that says them fancy words. Yeah, I could be a serial killer. I could be a guy who pees in your coffee pot. I could be both.
So you're not taking the job?
No, I'm not taking the job. Suckers. I feel sorry for you.
I think it's because he played them and they were gonna hire him and trust him again, but he's been told that he's someone that destroys people around him, so
Sometimes, Jimmy, I don't understand you, man.
he goes against his own success. It's almost like he thinks he doesn't deserve for things to be that easy for him. But if he says that to all of his interviews, he's never gonna get a job.
We were just finishing up Rebecca's side of things. Jimmy's not coming.
I am here on his behalf.
And that should do it.
I apologize for bringing us together so soon after Chuck's service.
It's really my fault. Howard's being polite.
Well then, as far as Jimmy's concerned, all that's left is for him to sign this agreement letter. Once that's done, we can disperse his share of the estate.
Let me guess. 4,000? It's what you give when you want to cut someone out of a will but not have it contested. Just enough money to show the recipient wasn't forgotten.
Chuck also left a substantial endowment for a scholarship for deserving youth. I was hoping Jimmy would agree to serve on the board.
What else?
Well, Chuck left Jimmy a personal letter. His eyes only.
Oh my gosh, what's inside?
I just had to know, what were you thinking?
About?
What were you thinking when you came to Jimmy on the day of his brother's funeral and laid that shit on him?
I thought I owed it to Jimmy to tell him.
Owed it to him? Did you owe it to Rebecca? You tell her your theory? That Chuck intentionally set himself on fire? I guess you just saved that one for Jimmy.
Kim, I didn't do it to hurt Jimmy.
No, you did it to make yourself feel better.
That's
to
not
make
what I was
yourself
trying to do.
feel better by unloading your guilt.
Kim, I don't think that's fair.
Fair? Let's talk about fair. Hey, let's let Jimmy dig around the fire-damaged wreck where his brother died screaming. And then let's let him pick up a keepsake or two. That is so fair. Did I hear you right? You want him to serve on the board of a scholarship committee? A scholarship that Chuck never in a million years would have given to Jimmy. Never. It is just, what's this too, huh, Howard? What's in this? One last screw you, little brother, from beyond the grave? Am I really supposed to do this to him?
All right, Kim. What can I do to make it better?
Oh.
Nothing.
I don't want to blame Howard for this. He really thought he was doing the right thing. It's just that he doesn't understand how Jimmy works. And yes, what he did is hurting Jimmy. And Kim is just defending him, but I feel bad for him. And holy shit, that performance.
That was
good.
Awfully great.
If I remember correctly, in 5 minutes,
Give
one
it
of the
to
classic movie channels is showing White Heat without interruption. The other is showing Jaws 3 with commercials, so real Sophie's choice.
In a way, though, I think giving it to him right now would only lead to him tearing it apart.
A little less non-alcoholic.
No, I'm good with that.
He's gonna find it eventually.
So, how was the job search?
How can we see beyond the mask? Did he steal it? Or is he gonna steal it?
Because it's worth that much?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not available at the moment. Leave a message.
Hey, it's me. Listen, I got something for you. It's a job. I think you're really gonna like this. So, call me.
Stealing a little boy?
He feels more comfortable in this
Yeah.
than in anything legal.
We're taking 6 tonight.
What?
6 keys is what the boss will want. You gonna back me up or what?
Yeah.
Once again, taking more. Hector is not around, man. You don't have to do this.
Yeah, but he needs to keep up the cover.
The cover,
I need to
no.
add like I'm part of
If
the
they
gang.
owe him 4 or 5 and he goes for 6 because that's what Hector would want.
Salamancas get 6. We're not leaving without 6.
This time you are. Gus is in
Boss
charge.
isn't giving orders. Can barely even open his eyes.
I'm giving the orders.
Take the 5 or leave with nothing.
Careful.
Do you want to go? You heard him.
Nacho, you're supposed to lay low.
6.
They caved?
You're gonna get murdered now.
This one is pissing him off. See that shot? He's putting Nacho in danger. He's risking his life. The
For
business.
6-pack.
No, because he's so, he wants to follow Hector's wishes. He might be the next one on his list.
That's how you do it. We had them pissing their pants.
Oh, they're coming. They're just there. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
But see, they killed him, not Nacho. Because they know he's the one.
They know he's the one who put Hector in the bed.
Nacho's like, I don't like this, but it has
I
to
know
be
what
done.
you've done.
Yep.
The Salamancas,
Oh mine.
they do not. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I own you.
From now on, you are mine.
Oh,
You do not want to have Gus speaking like that to you. Oh no, you don't.
that man has so much power. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
And with barely any words, always.
Oh my god.
Sometimes no words at all.
What's the actor's name again? I always forget.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, Giancarlo, your acting, man, is so on point.
Oh, he's
You
so
really
good.
know how to be intimidating with just a look
It
and
ends
a
like
few
this.
words.
It ends like this.
It ends with a bang.
Wow. Okay. We knew that Gus was gonna do something eventually.
It's called Breathe.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
I'm not surprised. Hector being in the bed, and right now Gus is really pissed off because Nacho tried to steal his revenge from him, and he wants to decide what happens to Hector. So now he's doing everything in his power to make sure he's gonna survive this, because he wants to take him down. And we know he's gonna piss him off always. He's gonna keep gloating and go.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to him and just be like that all the time. Having Nacho around is interesting because he knows that Nacho is not a supporter of Hector.
True.
Doesn't mean he's a supporter of Gus. It means he's a loose cannon. You cannot afford this.
Nope.
And, having Mike, it was about revenge. Hector was a threat to his family, so you can use that. You can be like, you know what? Us together, you're reliable. You're a man
The
of your
enemy of
word.
my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, you're reliable because I understand why you're doing this. You're a family man. You have a family. I can use that, and you are strong. You come from you have you're wise. You have experience. I guess I can use you,
Mm-hmm.
and if not, we can have a partnership. Like we can talk and like gentlemen and arrange some stuff. Nacho is not the same. Nacho used to work for Hector. He still does, but he's the one that turned on him, which means he's not reliable. He's dangerous. So Gus has to have something on him to use, and I think that's exactly what he did just
He
here.
needs to make him shit his pants
Yeah.
and covered in fear to be the next one.
That's the thing. Telling him, I know what you did. The Salamancas don't. That means he can tell.
You bitch.
That's the thing.
Sorry, yeah, but
he
yeah.
could tell the Salamancas what happened. And if that happens, his dad is gone, the business is gone, he's gone, like everyone is gonna die. The cousins are still around and they want, they are the ones taking charge when Hector's not here, and they are gonna fight for their uncle. So they want it, like, man, that look they gave the other two, like say something that's gonna wake him up, They really want this. But, and Nacho is so scared. Like, he's trying to get away from the business, but the business is, like, bringing him in. And sadly, like, we know he's been working with them before. Something happened that made him quit for a while, and then he went back. I think that's the worst for his dad. The fact that he was out and he went back, and now he's too deep. He's in too deep, and like you said, like maybe he knows I took care of it. That means you kill the man, or you try to kill the man. That's worse, man. It's true. You know, you're in too deep at this point. When you're the one that tried to kill Hector Salamanca, you know that if someone ever learns about this, the cousins are going to be after you. It's going to be worse.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's sad for Nacho, but he's the one that dug his own grave, and now he's stuck in it, and Gus is the one that's opening the casket and be like, I could close that door every single day if I wanted to. You're my bitch.
Oh my god. I just want to say that the acting in this episode for Kim and for Gus was just, and even Nacho's papa, when was the look of despair and sadness and a little bit of angriness to in it, because he was hopeless and he could do nothing for his own son, because Nacho is in deep shit right now. But the acting was just amazing.
Kim especially, I'm like, oh gosh. That came out from the heart, what she told Howard. But I feel bad for Howard. Like, you saw that he was deeply affected by what she was telling him. I don't think he truly wanted to hurt Jimmy. I feel like that came as a surprise. Like, he did not think before he acted, and he really felt bad about what he discovered. And as Chuck's brother, he felt like Jimmy deserved to know the truth.
Honestly, yes. He needs to know that Chuck killed himself. Maybe not though after the funerals.
To be honest, I don't think Howard went there deep down to tell Jimmy this because Jimmy deserved it, even though he did deserve it. He deserved to know the truth. I do believe that Howard wanted to feel better about the situation, having someone else share the burden, having someone else to share the blame.
Yeah.
I just don't think I think it was on a subconscious level. You know, it wasn't. Sorry
for the screaming, guys.
It wasn't about hurting Jimmy. I trust that was true, which is why he was really affected by what Kim was telling him. On another level, though, I do believe that Howard is intelligent enough to know that. I mean, he's not stupid. Like, everything from that will would hurt Jimmy. He was trying to do the right thing, but he's not stopping to consider what it would do. Like, it's true. Like, looking at what remains from the house, it hurts. And, you know, having him be there for the will when you know that he's been taken out of the will, that hurts. You know, you don't want to bring back that feud between the two and just twist the knife a little more, especially since Jimmy is trying really hard to avoid anything that reminds him of Chuck right now. He's overworking almost. You know, he's trying to focus on everything else. Kim is not stupid. Like, she sees that and she hates it, but he has to cope in his own way. She can't force someone to grieve. It's really sad. And I mean, that letter is going to come back for sure. I don't know what's in it. I somehow think that we expect it to be mean, so it's going to be good, you know? We expect something bad. Like, Kim expects something bad to be in that letter, so maybe it's going to be something good. But something good might also hurt Jimmy more than something bad.
Yeah.
You know, when you expect someone to insult you...
more than that, because as of now, Jimmy thinks that his brother didn't care for him at all. So if in that letter he's saying that, I love you, little brother, and I'm sorry for what I did to you, and I hope you're going to be well, this is going to break him way more farther than he is already now.
Exactly, because right now that's the only thing that's helping him forget everything. You know, it's helping him move on, because he's telling himself, why should I care? Because he didn't care. So it's what helps him keep going. But if in that letter he reads something that, oh, I care about you, you're gonna go far and stuff, because we don't know when he wrote that letter, and that's a letter he would give him in case he died. So who knows what he put in it? But if it's something good, maybe that's gonna force him to deal with his feelings. And of course that letter's gonna come back. Like, she didn't throw it away, and I'm glad she didn't, because Jimmy deserves to know what's in it. It's just that right now I feel like I understand also why she put it away. Like, giving him that letter right now would only hurt him, and maybe he won't even read it if she gave it to him right now. If he finds it on his own and thinks that Kim hid it from him. Maybe that's gonna cause problems, but I think he's gonna get to read that letter, and it's not gonna be good.
And you know what?
It's not gonna be good for him.
You know what's worse? Because now he needs to keep up. Sorry, guys. He needs to keep up the act that he's trying to get better, like finding a job, doing things good, but he keeps destroying his opportunities. He keeps destroying himself. That's what he's good at, and that's what he deserves.
I've said before, and I'm gonna say it again because I feel like I think I nailed it with this, but Jimmy, when I look at Jimmy, I see someone that's been told all of his life, or at least in the last several years, that by the people he cares about, that all he does is destroy people and that he's not going to change. You are slipping, Jimmy. If I tell you all the time, you are slipping, Melissa, and that's who you are, and you're never going to change, over and over and over again, and slipping Melissa really doesn't sound as good as slipping Jimmy, by the way. But, yeah, if I tell someone...
Don't say it again, please.
Yeah. If I tell someone over and over again, that's who you are, you're never gonna change, well, at one point you start believing it. And with Chuck, I feel like Chuck was the person that Jimmy aspired to be. Like, he looked at him as an idol. He wanted to become like him. So everything he said, he took it personally.
Someone who was strong, someone who knows what he was doing.
Yeah. So if someone
not someone who had a weak back like his father.
Yeah.
And someone that he could depend on and he could rely on. So yeah.
So if someone like that tells you that you're a failure, you hurt everyone around you, and that's just who you are, and that's never gonna change. Eventually, you're like, why make the effort if that's who I'm always gonna end up becoming? Mm-hmm. So he's trying, but then he does one of his dance, and he plays them, and they bite. And he's like, are you kidding me? Like, again, I did the same thing. Like, I pretended, I played the salesman, I acted like someone I'm not, and you bit, and you bought this, and now you want me to work for you without looking into things. You don't know who I am. I'm supposed to be the guy that destroys everyone around him. That's exactly what I'm gonna do to you. You know what? Fuck off. You don't, I think he thinks he doesn't deserve this. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want to pretend. And he doesn't want people to be naive around him, because when they do, he ends up hurting them. Like the elderly he helped and then helped destroy. So I think that's why he destroyed that opportunity with the employer, and him also finding that little figurine thing that's worth $8,000. It's something he's good at. It's something that he sees that, oh, that's the only thing I'm good at, and that's the only thing people see me doing, because that's what Chuck told me.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go for that. I need money. This is a way to get money, and this is a way that people see me doing it, because that's what I've always done. So why change now? He's gonna go for that, and I hate this. I hate this.
Yeah, me too.
He's grieving, but in a terrible way. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna move on. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yep, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now. And if not, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, guys. So see you soon.
Bye.